South of Cairo, beyond the familiar pyramids of Giza, lies Saqqara, the oldest royal necropolis in Egypt. It is a place of firsts: the first pyramid, the first stone complex, the first attempt to reach eternity in architecture. And buried deep beneath its sands is a shaft that should not exist. For decades, archaeologists working in Saqqara catalogued burial shafts that followed clear rules: horizontal chambers, side rooms, sloped entrances, everything aligned with dynastic tradition. Then a scan revealed something different: a perfectly vertical shaft plunging straight down into bedrock, far deeper than any known tomb, sealed with stone blocks that showed no inscriptions, no cartouches, and no signs of ritual closure. At first, it was assumed to be unfinished. But unfinished structures leave debris, tool marks, mistakes. This shaft showed none. Its walls were smooth, its corners precise. The deeper it went, the cleaner it became, as if the builders intended it to descend rather than expand. When partial access was gained, expectations collapsed. There were no offerings placed along the walls, no niches for statues, no symbolic thresholds marking passage into the afterlife. Instead, there was silence and a depth that defied comparison. Most Egyptian tombs descend a few meters. This shaft dropped more than 30, and at its base was not a burial chamber, but a sealed stone platform fused into the bedrock itself. The design made no sense within Egyptian funerary logic. Ancient Egyptians believed the dead traveled horizontally through gates, halls, and symbolic landscapes. Vertical descent was associated with danger, chaos, and the underworld beyond control. A straight drop into the earth was not a path of rebirth. It was a descent into containment. That idea finds echoes in ancient texts, rarely discussed. In certain pyramid text fragments, there are warnings of depths without names, places where things were sent, not buried. These passages describe vertical paths sealed from above, meant to isolate rather than honor. The language is careful. No gods are named, no spells are offered, silence is emphasized. The Sealed Shaft of Saqqara fits this description too well. Even more unsettling is what is missing. There is no record of a pharaoh claiming the shaft. No dynasty took credit for its construction. No later ruler reused it, expanded it, or looted it. In a civilization obsessed with continuity, this shaft stands alone untouched. Material analysis deepened the mystery. The stone used to seal the lower section differs slightly from surrounding limestone, containing mineral traces more consistent with older geological layers. This suggests the shaft may predate the step pyramid complex itself. If true, that would mean Saqqara was not chosen randomly. It was built over something already there. Why would later Egyptians construct their most sacred necropolis atop a sealed vertical shaft? One theory suggests the shaft was part of a pre-dynastic structure built by a culture with different beliefs about death and danger. A culture that used vertical containment rather than horizontal journey. Another theory is darker, that the shaft was built by early Egyptians themselves, during an experimental phase when boundaries between ritual and risk were still being tested. But perhaps the most disturbing possibility is that the shaft was not a tomb at all. No sarcophagus has been found. No human remains documented. No funerary equipment detected. The base remains sealed, inaccessible, and officially unexplored. If something was placed at the bottom, it was not meant to be retrieved. If something was sealed there, it was not meant to be remembered. Modern authorities describe the shaft cautiously. Public reports mention structural anomaly, an unfinished feature. Yet access remains restricted. Detailed scans are not released, and discussion fades quickly. In ancient Egypt, danger was not destroyed. It was buried beneath layers of ritual, myth, and silence. The sealed shaft of Saqqara does not celebrate a king. It does not guide a soul. It does not speak. It descends. And in a civilization where everything had meaning, a structure that refuses explanation may be the most deliberate design of all.